Hi Flosstube. So I clearly didn't get back yesterday to film my WIP parade like I was hoping to, but today is a holiday for work. Oh look, it's Romeo. Romy, what you doing, buddy? Just gonna get him Mama's stuff. Kevin's around here somewhere too. But we have a day off of work, so let's get to it. I did not organize anything. I did not have time for that. I have to go this afternoon for a filling, so I'm working with the time that I have. I also figured if I started trying to organize it, it was going to get too overwhelming and I wouldn't do it. So, that being said, I've moved all of my totes full of WIPs and my 2 stitchy carts into the bedroom, and we're just gonna dive in. While I'm doing this, I'm hoping that going through my WIPs again is going to draw something to my attention to focus on next, now that I've finished the poinsettia one. I'm also hoping there will be a few that I'll weed out again, things that I just have no interest in finishing anymore. I did that once about 6 months ago, I think I did, or maybe even a little bit longer ago. And I sold a couple of my WIPs that I just didn't have any interest in finishing, didn't think I would display, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping to weed out a couple more. And then the ultimate goal, like I think I talked about this yesterday on my regular Flosstube video, my ultimate goal is to, for this year, in general, I guess, not even just for the year, but to organize my WIPs in a bin or in these totes, whatever, from the projects with the least amount of work to go until I'm finished to the ones with the most amount of work. And then as I get into a slump, not really a slump, but if I'm working on something and don't feel like working on it anymore, I can just reach down and grab whatever's first in line with the least amount of work left to finish. And when I'm just kind of in a, I don't know what I want to stitch, but I want to stitch, I can just grab something and hopefully knock out some of these WIPs this year. And I think I have a decent amount that don't have much work left on them, and really there's no reason I shouldn't be able to get some finishes. So let's dive in. The first 2 that are on this cart, this is a bookmark kit from a magazine, one of the magazine freebies, and it's just you can make a card too, but I'm just making the bookmark for myself. I have a very small start on it. I had to stop working on it because it's silks, and when I started this, my hands were very dry, like they are now. And it was just enough for all of the silks to catch on all of, the little dry parts. So this probably won't get any love anytime soon because, again, I'm at that point with the really dry skin. But I do have a little start. The other nice part of this is it is a full, it's a full bookmark, but there's a lot of open space where just the white Aida shows through. So it really shouldn't take a lot of time to finish it, but it's just going to have to be one of those that I can do once I have my hands exfoliated well and moisturized well, because this is just not going to work right now. I tuck all of this thread back in there. The second WIP that's on my cart is a kit. It is a Chessie and Me kit, and I'm trying to find the picture. There it is. This is the picture. It's American Coast. I have a sticky note on the back, and I'm trying to figure out why. I think I promised this pattern to somebody when I'm done, because I have a name and an address on the back, and maybe I should finish this just so I can, ship it out to somebody. But anyway, this is the pattern or the picture of what it'll look like. And this is my progress. Well, not progress because I haven't worked on any time lately, but this is how much I have done. This was largely, and I'm stitching this in hand because I don't have a Q-snap small enough for it, and I'm using the sewing method for it, especially down here with all of the solid stitching. So decent amount. I mean, that's solid stitching though, and then that sailboat is over 1. So this sadly has not gotten any love in a while. It was my airport project for a while with all the traveling I did. This is on 36 count though, and now that my prescription has changed, I'm definitely going to have to use the readers, and it's just going to be slower going. Okay, so that's number 1 and 2. I don't know if it's worth trying to count. Of course, I just showed this yesterday, but I did add yesterday's flower. This is my temperature tracker for the year. This is the new flower. So I've got that. All right, let's get into some of the small ones. I'm also going to end up finding a ton of Q-snaps, I'm sure. This is a really lousy start on this project. I think I took this to somebody's house once to work on and just never did anything. This is a Mill Hill kit, and it's a Christmas flamingo, and this is all I have. That's it. That's not even started, so that can go back in my kits. This is my pattern for that. That's not started. I'm going to kind of clean up my cart while I'm doing this too. Here's a Q-snap. Probably should not have left these projects in Q-snaps for so long. This is a Biscornu that I started, Hummingbird Biscornu, Tiny Modernist. And I think I'm stitching this on fabric that I dyed, actually. Looks like it. I'm also going to be finding a ton of needles. I have needles galore in my projects because I have a bunch of different kinds of needles, and when I start a project, I like to use the same needle for the entire project. So here is my Biscornu. All I have is the top on this started. I really like this one still. I don't know why I haven't worked on it. I should finish that, huh? Yeah, and there's not even a ton of stitching for the bottom. So I'm like almost halfway done with the top. And then the bottom just has flowers in the corners. So there's not a ton of work for the bottom. I think I'm going to take Q-snaps off of projects when I run across them. I should probably do that, huh? Man, that one is tight. Because I am constantly looking for Q-snaps. Alright. Fold this up. Alright. This is another Tiny Modernist pattern. This was a kit. Make Magic Sweet Sayings, and like I said, it was a kit, so I must have gotten it from Tiny Modernist. And I love this fabric that it's on. Let's see, which direction does this go? It goes this way. There's my little unicorn. I should finish that too. I should finish all of these, right? I think I got frustrated with this because it is a looser linen and my white stitches were pulling kind of. I think that's what was going on. And this one's just in a Ziploc bag. I don't know what was going on there. This is Hands-On Design and just another button company. It's one of their Squareology. And this is Squirrel Around. And I'm stitching this on a mystery. I mean, it must be, looks like 28 count. It's a gingham. I really do like it. I mean, I'm almost halfway done. So that'll be cute to have out for summer and fall when I get it done. Probably going to say that a lot, when I get it done. This is another Hands-On Design. And this is You Had Me at Flamingo. And I had decided that I was not going to stitch the letters at the top. So I'm starting at this green border and going down to the bottom. And I'm stitching it on 32 count lavender mist linen. And this was, I think this was a start during Mania. I don't know what year, but I think it was a Mania start. So it's a very pale, I would even call it more pink than purple. It's a nice fabric, and I'm using the called for threads. This was a start when I did a Zoom stitching session with Lori, and I don't know where my pattern is right now. I'm confused. I mean, I have my working copy, but I don't know where my pattern is. It's a Tellin emblem, so I can't show you a picture because I don't have a picture. It's Birdie and Basket Sampler, Winterberry. I can pull it up online quick. I have no idea where my actual pattern would be. This is the pattern. Turn down the, so there's not a glare. So this is the pattern. And like I said, I stitched this doing a stitching room on Facebook or something with Emily and Lori. And this was just 2 sessions of working on it. So it's stitching, I mean, it was stitching up pretty darn quick. And I mean, I must have even looked at, I don't know. I even have a note in here about a mat, having a mat cut with a 6x6 opening, and having the mat be 1.5 inches around, and then a finished size of 9x9. I don't know if that means I have a frame somewhere, but I'm stitching it on a natural linen opal. I really like how vibrant those colors are. And I know I have a pattern somewhere because I have the buttons that go with it. So I'm really confused. Maybe if I was more organized. Oh man. Speaking of organized, this whole pile is a hot mess. This is a Bent Creek photo booth Easter surprise. I believe the linen came with the pattern. So it's the called for linen, and that's my teeny start. That's not much. This is not even in a project bag, so I should get a project bag for it while I have it out. All right, this is great. I have a Ziploc bag of floss and a project. I have no pattern. It's 32 count raw silver Belfast. I know that it is a... I'm trying to think of the name of the... I must have it on my iPad, which I'm using to record. I must have been following the pattern. It must be a PDF. It's not Summer House Stitchworks. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. I'm going to find a pattern. I'm going to find a pattern for it. It's a tiny start. It's the pattern name is Day to Night or something. God, that's going to drive me nuts. I need an actual project bag for that. Here's another... I don't know what I'm doing in life. Another Ziploc bag. This is from Stitchy Box, Black Widow. It's using a fabric from Stitchy Box. It's a 32 count linen in Silver Mist, hand dyed by Stephanie. And this is all I have. So, I mean, it's not a huge piece to begin with. I wouldn't call it halfway yet, maybe, but it's getting there. It's all specialty stitches. So that needs a project bag. I don't know what phase I went through where I did all these Ziploc bags, but wow. Jim Shore, Snowy Owl. Well, Snowy Owl, Snowman. And that's all I have. So I have a lot of these small projects that are started, but are not necessarily the closest thing to finishing either. Project bag. This is another Mill Hill Jim Shore Owl. This one is even worse than the first one. That's all I have. I must have been starting at the top of his hat. Doing well over here, guys. Doing well. I think I kind of put these aside because with the bigger perforated paper projects, I wanted to get the wooden frames that I could put the perforated paper on so that I had something better to hold on to. The Mill Hill, the small kits with the perforated paper, I am completely fine with stitching in hand. I feel like the bigger kits though, holding that paper in hand, I feel like it gets too beat up. So I think I need to just jump on 1, 2, 3 Stitch probably has them, just the 6-inch stretcher bars, and get those ordered. Oh, this is probably one I should just abandon, to be completely honest. This is a Sweetheart Tree. Keep Calm and Freak Out. I think I'm just abandoning this. It has so much that's stitched over one. Well, I guess not. The only thing stitched over one is the crown. Everything else is just back stitch. I'll keep going. I'll keep going with it. I'm using, this is Enchanted Fabrics, so I must have gotten it on Stash Unload. 28 count opal in Champagne Cocktail. And here is my very small amount of work done. Yep. And the floss that I'm using is, it might be a mystery silk. Yep, it is. It's a mystery silk. I had to have gotten it from a Silks for You grab bag, maybe. Alright, I'm not going to give up on this, but I am going to take the hoop out. Because I should not have left that in that hoop. Woo! Apologize for the back and forth. This is a Bent Creek kit, Egg of Eggs. I might be able to pull, maybe I should make this my next focal because I could get this finished and framed for Easter. This is the bottom. This is the bottom. Okay, so here's my WIP. I think I am going to try to focus on that. I have an 8, is it an 8x8 or a 9x9 frame that I just got at Hobby Lobby so that I can switch out seasonal items. So this will fit in that frame. Right now I have Bent Creek's Heart of Hearts in it for February, so I should get that done. Put it in that pile. This is another Stitchy Box project. This is designed by Myrtle Grace Motifs. It's Cardinal Frost. Such a pretty snowflake. There's a lot of, there's beads in there. The red and the white is floss, and then there's silver beads. And I do not know what the fabric is. Mystery Opal Linen. This does not have much progress at all. Another one that I think I got frustrated with, well, this has got to be a 36 count because those are tiny X's. I think I got frustrated with the white and how it was laying. White and black. I just don't like stitching with them because the black I feel like doesn't always have the best coverage, and the white I just feel like it never lays nice. This is a Plum Street sampler. Jack's Sweet Shop. It's Siren's Tart, and I believe I got this when it was an exclusive somewhere. And it is the called for linen, and I have the tart for finishing. And I think I might have been doing this in hand too, and it's a 36 count. I don't see any creases in the fabric, so I must have been stitching this in hand as well. This is a Jeanette Douglas. This is the Autumn Acorn. And this was one that came, I do have the called for silks. And all I have on this is the border. I mean, not even the full border. And it's stitched on 36 count Lakeside in light exemplar vintage. Okay. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's pick up where I left off. Pull all of these out. Oh, there's a piece of candy in the bottom of that. Okay, this was an old start from Stitch Mania one year, and it was from the year I did Magazine Mania. And this is Happy Owloween from Just Cross Stitch September, October 2009. I already stitched this one, and now I'm working on this one. And another one I do not have much of a start on at all. To be completely honest, I'm not even sure if this is right side up or upside down. So yeah. I don't have the buttons for it. Maybe I should abandon this one. Let me look through here quick and see. I'm not even using the over-dyed floss. I'm abandoning this project. I don't have the buttons. I'm not using over-dyed floss. It's barely started. One WIP out of the pile. This was another start from Magazine Mania. This is from Stitchery Magazine, January of '99. And the project is this. And I wanted to, I was out of my norm, you know, this sepia tone, you know, style. Definitely not my norm for stitching, and it's something I think my mom would enjoy for her. I'd like to frame it for her basement, for her quilting area. And this is all I have done. So it's that top left corner. I would like to finish this. This was from, what's it called? Struggling. Stiach. This was back in 18 or 19 maybe? I'm not sure, to be honest. And I'm stitching on, this must be 16 count Aida, maybe even 18 count Aida. And I do, the pattern is a PDF somewhere. I don't even remember what the finishing options were for this, because if you know Stiach, they have this weekly sale, and they give you things in a weird order, so you've no clue what you're doing. So this is like a piece of a letter, you know, you don't actually know. And then the bottom is usually interchangeable. They usually have like 20 different options for how you want it finished. And I'm using Color and Cotton, 2 Color and Cotton flosses, a Victorian Motto floss, and a Moe's Sale floss for this one. I would like to finish this. I just have to find the PDF somewhere, print it out, and actually get it done. Figure out which finishing option I wanted, and get it done. This is a Dimensions kit. Ooh, mess going on there. This is Dimensions Kit Be a Light. And I am not stitching it on the Navy Aida. It comes with Navy Aida. I actually grabbed 32 count Belfast Crystal Phantom is the color. It's a picture of this plus. And that was my start when I started working on this. So I believe this is top left corner. I think it'll look really cool. I'm going to keep going on this. But being an opal and a linen and a very dark color and a 32 count, I'm definitely going to need my readers. Dimensions kits always take me a little bit longer anyway because they have so much, you know, half stitch with 3 threads, half stitch with 4 threads, full cross with 1, full cross with 2, you know, like there's just so much. These are not even whips. These have not been started yet. That is the end of my first cart. I have one more cart, and I have 4 tote bags back here. Probably not much point in trying to like put them back in while I go. I'm just gonna start grabbing. This is a kit that I picked up. I got this at Craft Gallery when I went to StitchCon. The one year I went to StitchCon, I drove down with Carrie from House of Floss and Fluff, and we stopped at Craft Gallery on the way. And I picked up this kit. It's a Praiseworthy Stitches. So I have the tin and everything for finishing. I am stitching it in hand because it is such a small piece of linen. And that's what I've got for my owl. So really, I mean, there's not a ton left on this. I wouldn't call it halfway, I guess, because there's all the little quirky pieces for the inside. So there's still a good amount on there. Oh, this one. I've debated. What are you doing, Rome? This is a Morning Glory sampler, Rosewood Manor, and my original plan was to leave off the bottom, just stitch the flower. It's stitched on... I'm stitching it on some random linen. All I have is the top border. I think I'm going to ditch this one. I'm ditching it. I haven't put any more work on it. I don't care anymore. Oh, that kind of feels good. This is from Little Room in the Attic on Etsy. Let's see if I have a picture of it. I do. It's a black and I printed it in black and white, but I do have a picture. So that's better than nothing. It's called Joyful Siren, Pink Mermaid Wreath. And I'm not sure, I don't see a fabric name anywhere, but I did start along the bottom. Nope, I started at the top. So this is the top of that wreath. Oh, I love that. I definitely have to finish this one. And this is another designer that uses the blending of 2 floss colors and the half stitches and full stitches to really add to the design. Wish I had a fabric name in here though. It's an opal linen of some kind. Oh, I do. It is from, oh, it's a Sugar Maple Fabrics. And it's a 28 count in Shimmering Ocean. So it's not one that can be found anymore. I'm abandoning this. Pretty darn sure. This was from Magazine Mania. It's lilies, and I love lilies. But I'm not feeling it. The colors of the floss are a lot brighter than they looked. I'm not finishing this. Okay, so that's 3 that I'm abandoning. This is an Owl Forest embroidery. This is the little hedgehogs. And I'm going to restart it, which I don't do very often. It's being stitched on something. Can't find it. I think it's a Picture This Plus. I'm going to use the same fabric, but I'm going to restart it because I started it with the DMC floss, and then I ordered the hand-dyed, the floss from Owl Forest, and I love the colors, and they do look a little different than the DMC. There's another Q snap. So I need to decide. I have to figure out if I cut this fabric to size. I might have. It looks like I did. No, I didn't. I don't know if I'm going to have to pick that out. I might be able to fit it on this side. And if I can, I'll just turn it and start it here. And then I'm not even going to pick out the other stuff if I don't have to. So this is just, I don't know, I guess I should not even consider it a WIP if I have to restart it, right? Is that a WIP? I don't think it is. It's all right. I'm putting it on the WIP cart because I did have it started. So that's 2 Q snaps. This was also from Magazine Mania. I was originally going to say I'm not finishing it, but I'm going to. I do love that. I started it as a way to practice for Heaven and Earth Designs, which reminds me, for this WIP Parade, I have 3 Hades started that I'm not going to finish. It's just not going to happen. I might keep 1, and I might just scrap the other 2. But I'm going to finish this. I do like it. I have a very, very small start. I was using it to practice parking because it's nearly full coverage. And I'm stitching it on 16 count white Aida just because I wanted it to be as easy as possible. It is 2 strands, full crosses. But I do love that pattern. So this will stay for now. This one oh man. I'm torn on this now. I was going to abandon this. This is another Jeanette Douglas. So it has a lot of different types of stitches in there. Special fibers. It is really cool. I guess I have a little bit more done than I thought I did. It's 1/2. This must be a 36 count linen. I don't know. I guess I'll keep it for now because I'm torn. But I actually did pay for the fiber pack for this one and everything. Yeah. This one. I think I have to finish this one. This was a start. I actually did this as I formed a group for this, and this was the very old sampler club, and it was VARI because the name of it was, I thought the name of it was like variegated something. Let me see if I can find the pattern. No, I'm not sure. But it's from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, March, April of '88. I'm stitching it on Picture This Plus Even Weave in Ren, and I have a decent start. I really do like it. I think the last time I worked on this was when I went to Atlanta for work. And that was a very long time ago. This is another from Magazine Mania. This is from Cross Stitch and Needlework Magazine, May of 2012. And the pattern is from Tracy at Ink Circles. It's Floxbox. And I'm stitching it on a fabric. I could not tell you, I guess. It does not have a tag on it. I'm pretty sure, I thought it was a hand dyed by Stephanie, but now I'm not even sure on that. I'm torn on this. I don't know if I want to finish it. I started it with Moe's Sale Floss in Bach. I'm not going to finish it. Love Ink Circles, but I don't think I'm going to finish it. Yep, here's another Q-snap. This is Creative. I got it from Creative Poppy, but it's a Pearl from the Sea. It's a Barbara Anna. And I actually pulled floss from my stash. I'm using silks. I believe they're all silks. Yes. So I'm using floss from my stash. Here's my conversion card. And it's being stitched on. Okay, well this can just go right back in my stash because it's the half that I'm not stitching it on. There's another Q-snap. I don't have very much. I will finish this though. I like Barbara Anna, and it's a flamingo. So I need to do that. This is a mystery linen though. And I need to take the Q-snap off. I think I started this. Oh, here's the card. 28 count linen from Seraphim. Hand dyed fabrics by Lori, and it's blue-gray. Put the card with that extra piece. Actually, I guess I should put the extra piece back in the project bag so I know what I'm stitching it on, huh? I started this at Retreat, Michigan Stitchers Retreat in 20... I guess it might have been in 21. It might have just been not this last one, but the one before, now that I think about it. Oh no, there's something on this fabric. Oh well, I think it'll get covered at the bottom. All right, just realized I jumped back and forth to the wrong shelf. That's okay. Bent Creek, Fa La La. I started this on Mystery Opal Even Weave, and I think it's like, if it's a 32 count, it is a very tight 32 count. And, man, I did not leave myself much room there at all, huh? It goes this way. This is his ears, and then the pumpkin that's on his back. I mean, I'm just going to use it for a pillow, so it's fine. I have enough room for finishing it. I must have been stitching it in hand. This was a start for Ellery. I will finish it by the time she doesn't care anymore. This is a kit from Dimensions. It is a Dimensions kit. Frozen 2. And this is all I have done. Top left start. Got a ways to go there. Background is all half stitches though, so really the background would go pretty quick. I just need to actually do it. Try to get this back in that project bag. This is one I believe I'm going to be abandoning. This was supposed to be a sale. Yep, I'm abandoning it. It was a Madame Chantilly. It was supposed to be a sale with Carrie, House of Floss and Fluff. I even pulled my own floss colors. Like, I have a whole list here. You know what? Now that I look at the colors, I mean, I did pull some purples and greens and orange. Like, I've got some brighter colors in there. I think I am going to do it. I have a very, very tiny start. I mean, I didn't get very far at all. And this is a hand dyed by Rolanda. This is a 28 count Alma fabric. This is the fabric. I think I am going to do it. I did pull some brighter colors. But if I had, you know, just looking at the pattern, I was like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. But now that I know I've got a plan. So it looks like I'm planning on doing the witch's dress and hat in a dark gray and a dark gray and a light gray. The owl is brown and gold. The cauldron is black. The broom's brown and straw. Crystal ball I was going to do in Krynic. The witch's hair is going to be brown instead of red. The cat will be gray or orange, and then the books were going to be the green, purple, orange, gray, black, gold. I think I'm going to keep going with this. Or actually work on it, you know. This was a teeny tiny start. I started this at StitchCon and never worked on it again. I have to finish this. I have to. So yes, this is not getting abandoned. I have very little done. This is being stitched on 28 count linen in River Rock from Color and Cotton. And I started the tail. So that is the tail. But that is so adorable. And this is another one that does a lot of floss blending. This project bag's getting kind of beat up. Plastic envelope, not really a project bag. I spy with my little eye something that's going to be abandoned. Not this one. This one that I'm about to show you. Where is the picture? Maybe I don't have a picture. Yes, I do. This is the picture. This is pattern, this is Moana. And it is the one at the top with Pua. That is the one that I started. And it is on 32 count Coastal Lugana by Picture This Plus. The color does, it does look a lot better in person, but this had a lot of fractional stitches, and I think that's what made me put it away. Need to pull that back out. This is not for Ellery, this is actually for me. I just love it. I believe this is getting abandoned. This was another Mania start from Magazine Mania. This is the Stitchery magazine, November of 98. And the pattern that I was doing is this. The snowy trees. Clearly I wasn't doing it on a sweatshirt. This is all I have started. I don't know. This would be really good for winter decorating, wouldn't it? Like, I could leave that out after Christmas. I do like it. The disheartening part is that I started it on this Heavenly Creations Cashel Blue Linen, blended needle. I got it from Stash Unload. But the problem is, this was like a misdye. Like, there's these spots. I don't know if the trees are gonna hit that. I wonder if I could shorten it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I think I'm going to stitch just these 3 trees and cut off these 2. And just do these 3, and I'll still have a nice display piece for winter. It still has some of those cardinals. I'll stitch this cardinal in between, but I'll go from here to there, and I'll skip that tree. I think that's what I'm going to do. This will take a little bit of like fudging the pattern when I get there. Okay, that's a solution I can live with. Just cutting the pattern down and still stitching that. What is in here? Another Q snap. Oh, I need to finish this. This is my, oh geez, I'm sorry, I was showing you part of the pattern. This is my friend's sampler. Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher. We started this together as a sale. This is all I have done. This is when I discovered, and I think I still have it on the Q-snap, because it is a Weeks Dye Works linen. It's a purple Weeks Dye Works linen, and I absolutely hate Weeks Dye Works linen. I hate how stretchy it is. I will never use Weeks again, but I'm also not restarting this. So back in it goes. All right. Last one for this cart. Another Q-snap is in here. I'm torn on this. This is a Bent Creek. I started this at a quilt retreat through Mo's Needle and Thread. I started it. My mom helped me pick all the colors. This is a Bent Creek pattern. Quaker Easter egg, and I'm using I'm using sulkies, so you're only stitching with one strand. This is the first project that I'll have with all sulky. This is a very stiff, even weave. I think I'm going to finish this. These are mostly, I think these are all 1, 2, 3. These are half and half. There's 5 that are not variegated, and the rest of them are. So I'm just gonna kind of have to fill them in as I go. I think I'm gonna leave this one out to put some work into with the other Bent Creek Egg of Eggs pattern. Where did I put that? There it is. That's it for the carts. So I am going to have a massive mess after this. What time is it? 2:42. Okay, I want to make sure I have enough time before I have to leave for the dentist. If I have to do this in 2 parts, I will. I need to clean these carts off. There's a lot of dust and food crap stuck in them. Let's move on. Oh look, surprise, another Q-snap. Ask me if I'm surprised. I'm not. Oh man, this is a whole cluster of, so this is when It Is Kismet Stitches did, it was from It Is Kismet Stitches and Bendy Stitchy when they did the It's You I Like. I have a whole bunch of just random small cuts and random flosses. I need to unkit this, but it was, you know, the write-up on this is, the simple phrase was written by Fred Rogers of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. According to the Fred Rogers Center, the song tells you that you do not have to look or act a certain way. People can love you just as you are. This song reminds you, too, that you should care for others in the same way. So I was just stitching them on little pieces so that I could finish them and give them to my stitchy friends. And I got that one done, and I started this one, and that's as far as I got. I really do love my stitchy friends, but clearly I have some problems sticking to plans. There's another Q-snap. So I'm just going to unkit all of this. Yeah. Yep. Okay. It'll get unkitted. Feels good kind of getting rid of some of these. I mean, not very many, but still better than holding on to them and never finishing them. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, I know what this is. I have to finish this. I have to pull it out. This is from Anna Petunova. I got it on Etsy. I had to have gotten it on Etsy. Maybe I didn't. I did not get it on Etsy, I guess. But I don't have a ton left on here. It calls for some French knots. I'm going to replace that with beads probably. There's a decent amount left on here still, I guess, but it's a succulent, and I'm stitching it on, this has got to be by Seraphim. Where's the tag? Where's the tag? Yep, there's a tag in here. This is a 28 count opal linen, and the color is Springtide. It's a Seraphim. And this is my, there's my WIP. I gotta finish this. I was originally stitching this for my office. And I think that's why it's been sitting here without any progress, because, you know, March of 2020, we came home from the office, and I have not been back since, and I will not be going back. But that being said, it will be a great piece to display all through spring and summer. So I will keep this one. This is a tiny modernist piece, unicorn tapestry. Love this. So many little motifs. Like, I could even just make it a goal to work on this like my temperature tracker and do one motif a day. I'm stitching it on some fabric. I'm stitching it on 32 count linen by Picture This Plus, and the color is Splash, and it looks almost just like the picture. Like, it's, I don't know what it calls for stitching it on, but it's very, very similar. So I start in the upper left corner. I love this. So many pieces that I don't even really think about because they're out of sight, out of mind. But now that I'm seeing them, I really want to work on them. Not sure what this is. Do I even have anything started? No. This is a bag with a piece of fabric, mystery fabric, and a magazine in it. Open to... the heck? World of Cross Stitch. Don't even have which issue it is. It's a World of Cross Stitch magazine. And it's open to these Halloween motifs. And I know that I used these motifs. So, okay. I used this and stitched it on perforated paper. That's a finish that I have. And then I know that I used some of these other motifs for a biscornu, a custom biscornu. And I think that might be why I have that mystery fabric in here. I think I was going to make myself a biscornu using some of these Halloween motifs from Doreen Jones. So like there's this that I think I'm going to use the cats and the pumpkins to do like one, you know, around the square. If that's what I wasn't planning on doing, that's what I'm doing now, I guess. But again, this is not a WIP. This is not started yet, so I'm not going to store it on my WIP cart. I'll put it somewhere else. Oh, I feel another Q-snap. Oh wait, no. No Q-snap. Oh, this one. I don't think I have a picture of this. This is Tropical Butterfly. I don't know who it's by. Oh, designed. Oh, it's an artisy pattern. That's what it is. I don't think I have a picture. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. It's an artisy pattern called Tropical Butterfly. Yes, I remember this now. Let me fix my screen. So this is what it is. Isn't that stunning? It's beautiful. It's multiple pages, obviously. I am only, how many pages is this? 18, 19. Okay, so I'm giving up the Hades, but I'm keeping this. 20 pages. I'm most of the way done with page 1 because it's not solid stitching. And I'm stitching, this is a fabric I believe I got from Mo's sale. Oh my god, the colors. I mean, like, look at these colors. They're just gorgeous. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna keep this one. And it's a 28 count. Looks like 28 count even weave. Looks like I was doing some thread carrying here. Ugh, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know how long ago I started this, but yeah, I'm keeping this one. I would love to have that, get it framed, and have it hang up all of spring and summer. Trying to kind of make sure that it's stuff I'm going to keep in my house seasonally for decorating. So that I, you know, would have a spot for it. Let's see. Here's another, well, a hoop, not a Q-snap. This is a disaster. This is Tree of Magic. The Tree of Magic. It's a Barbara Anna. It was a kit that I got from Nitka website. So this is the Tree of Magic. And I was doing this as a sale with Carrie and Tina. I need to take this hoop off because I'm sure this hoop has left awful rings in it. Ooh. This is not good. I had this fabric cut to size and I just realized my tension hoop had learned from me, like these fibers are all pushed. I think I can kind of fix it, but I think I'm done with that tension hoop, at least on linens and even weaves. Oh, yikes. I'm stitching this on Mayday 32 count Jobelin from Seraphim. I did a good job starting it with Tina and Carrie, and then clearly fell off. There's my small start. But again, I will finish it. It's Barbara Anna. I really do like it. This pattern is obscenely large because I bought the kit from Nitka. It's very, very large pattern to try to deal with. It's okay. Man, I'm gonna, when I do pull that out to work on it, I'm gonna have to check those couple areas from the tension hoop and make sure I'm not gonna have to restart that. Hey guys, take your Q-snaps and your hoops off. Here's another Q-snap. This is a hands-on design. It's the flamingo, this one's flamingo all the way. I have all three of the flamingo ornaments, and they should all fit on this fabric that I'm using, which is it is 32 count Wandering Ivy from, I don't even know who the dyer is. It doesn't say, but this is what I'm stitching it on. So there's my start of my two flamingos. Another really tight Q-snap that should not have been left on this fabric. I get lazy and I always leave the Q-snap on because, oh, I'm gonna go back to that one right away. Yeah. I did not go back to that one right away. Yeah, I should have enough to do all three of those ornaments. I really should, like, iron some of these whips. Last whip in this bag. This is a big one. This is my Fairy Idol. I still plan on finishing this one. I am not doing many Noras or Miras anymore just because of the size. This is a custom dyed fabric from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. I had actually bought the fabric and then realized I needed a fat half for this pattern. So she re-dyed it for me. It's an opal even weave. This is just a massive, massive design. So this is my start. I really do love this. I hope that this fabric isn't going to be too busy for it. I'm kind of feeling like I might have picked a poor fabric for this, just because of how busy it is. I don't know. It's gonna sit for now. I don't want to restart it, but I'm not too far in. If I need to, I can. I think it'll be okay because it is such solid stitching on the lower portion. I think it'll be okay. I don't know. I'm torn on that one. All right, on to bag number 2. Oh, I started this last spring. I'm pretty darn sure I started it last spring trying to get back into the... I was trying to get my Stitchy Bug back. It's this little cute bunny. And it was a kit, and I'm not stitching it on the Ada. I found some hand-dyed fabric in my stash. It's mystery even weave. Oh, I love the colors. Yeah, so that's the beginning. That's the beginning of that. I need to work on that. I love this. It's so cute. Okay. Another Q-snap. Are we surprised? No, we're not. This is another Stiach. This is from 20... I don't know. I don't know which year this is. It's Stiach along 7. I don't remember what this year's was. I think this was 9. So this would have been from 2021. I'm stitching on white even weave. I'm very sad that there's a couple of spots in my fabric that hopefully will get covered up with stitching. But this is the one that's the Golden Girls, and then you get to pick your snarky frame. Take my Q-snap off. I almost just put this back in with the Q-snap on, telling myself, it's okay, you'll get to it soon. No, you won't. All right. So, I do not have a picture of this one because it was a PDF that I was, again, using my iPad to stitch. I didn't print out a picture. I printed out some of the pattern. Okay. What is this? Oh yeah, this is my Sweetheart Tree. E is for egg. And I do have this whole series now. This was my progress, my start. I like how elegant these look. This one I do have the full kit, so I do have the buttons and everything for it. The rest of them, after a while, so this kind of irritated me because I bought this, I have this kit, and you know, it had the floss, the fabric, it had everything. If you buy the kits now, you're still paying the same price. It was like 24 bucks. It does not have, I think it had the charms and maybe the beads. It does not have the fabric. It doesn't have the fibers, I don't think. I don't know. I got irritated because I was basically paying $24 for just a pattern. So I kind of struggled with that. Here's another Q snap. Oh, and it's also my bluey needle minder. Oh, I picked this series up and when I went to visit Emily, Lori and I went to see Emily, and I picked up, not the whole series, I mean, I bought 4 of them to stitch. I think I was going to just stitch them separately and do like box finishes so I could display them. And I paid an obscene amount of money for this Fabric Flare spiderweb, and I did. I bought enough, like I have them pre-cut so I can stitch all 4 of these. It's 28 count linen, and this was the start on the one. And it's, do you see how wonky it is? Like, I don't know why it's that wonky. It's driving me nuts. I have so many Q snaps now. So there's my start. It's just stretched funny. It's not a very big start. I don't even know where the needle is. I've got a needle minder on here. Usually if there's a needle minder on there, it means that there's a needle with the project. Apparently not this one. Nice bright colors, it's fun. Oh, This was the sale that I started with my cousin, and I think we both fell off. I think she got a lot further than me, though. This was Frosted Pumpkin, the Animal Almanac. And I'm stitching it on coloring cotton 28 count linen in Stonehenge. And I'm doing 2 across and 6 down. I got January and February done and then fell off. So I need to, and I have the rest of them printed out. Actually, with as much room as I have on the fabric, I could do 3x4. I think I'll do 3x4. I almost wish I had done this as individual patterns, but I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to this one for now. I'm not going to give it up yet. And I'll see if I come back to it. Oh, look. Another Q-snap. This is being stitched on 14 count Ada from Picture This Plus, and the color is Mystic. And that off. I am stitching. This is from magazine. This is the one that I'm stitching. And I will finish this. I do love this owl. This is my very small start. That's a whole lot of white. Another Q-snap. So yeah, that's cut to size. It's a good size project. I'll get back to it. I do like Picture This Plus Ada because of it's so soft. Oops, this floss goes in here. Could you imagine how many sets of DMC, like full sets of DMC I'd have if I finished WIPs? Because they're all kitted. This is not even started, so that needs to go in a different pile. This is not started. That needs to go in a different pile. Oh, I feel another Q-snap. This was my birthday start one year. Okay, I don't feel as bad putting away that old Lily sampler because I forgot about this. It was a kit. I'm stitching it on the kit linen. I wish I knew what color this was. Oh man, I really screwed that up. I left a random thread. It's the background color, so I mean I definitely have not done much, but I do like this. Take these off. Take off the Q-snap. Oh, that was really on there. Hey, good news. I'm never going to run out of Q-snaps. Yikes. So, yeah, that's all I have. Oh, just made a mess of this. The last WIP that's in this bag is a punch needle project. It is this, and this is all I have. Decent start. I really should finish it. I'm not taking that hoop off. Yeah, I think I have a lot to learn still with punch needle, but we'll see. Should watch some videos. So that is bag 2. Bag 3 is more recent stuff. This is all stuff that you've seen more recently because it's the most recent stuff I've been working on. This is a Shannon and Christine Designs Irish at Heart. I just worked on that last week and showed it in my video. This was just in a recent video. I haven't put anything else into it. It's the candy cane, holiday candy cane kit that I got from Murding Designs at Galleria. Festive candy cane. that was just in a more recent video as well. This I worked on at Retreat in October. This is Lola Crow on Etsy, and it is the Haunted Library sale. I don't think I have, oh, here's a picture. This is not the completed one, but here's a picture that I printed out at one point. And this is all I have. And I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus Ada 16 count. I think it's Wren. I like Wren. Wren is a good one. Yep, it is. 16 count Wren. This needs to be a focus. I also worked on it at Retreat recently. And this was the birth sampler that I'm doing for a friend. I'm doing the ship. And here is my ship. So I got some good progress on it the one day that I worked on it at Retreat. I definitely need to make this a focus soon. Oh, this is Jolly Jack. This was also a more recent WIP. Not very much, but it's a start. And I pulled random flosses from my collection for that one. This is Lemon Blueberry Cupcake from Meridian Designs. I started that at Retreat. And this is how much I have. It's just a fuzzy. So after I finish this one and one other cupcake, I'll have 4 of the cupcakes done, and I'll have to decide how I'm going to frame them and display them in my kitchen. That's going to be for my kitchen / dining room. I have one WIP in there that is a gift and I cannot show it. This I pulled out the other day thinking maybe this would be my next focal piece after finishing the poinsettias. This is another one that I did from, I think I started this for Magazine Mania, the year I did just magazine charts. And it's from Just Cross Stitch, December of 1988. Where is the freaking picture? Here it is. And this is the picture. This is the pattern. Oh, it's raining. Fantastic. And this is where I'm at. And I'm just stitching this on mushroom even weave. So much Krynex. So many fractional stitches. So many. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So I'm definitely keeping this one. And the last WIP in this bag is a large one. Another Q-snap. This is Owl Forest Embroidery. It is one of the forest kits. Enchanted Forest is this. This is the one. Yeah. This one's Enchanted Forest. And when I started this, I mean, I got going pretty good on it. I'm not going to worry about showing you that tiny little bit because good luck figuring out the rest of the chart with just that. So this one, I'm using the overdyed floss from Owl Forest. And I'm just going back and forth. I'm not super happy with the fox, but I also don't think I want to pull it out. Like, I mean, that's what the picture looks like too. So, yeah. But this is fun. I like this. I like all the bright colors. And I'm stitching that on, I don't know what. Do I have a tag hanging off of it? I do not see a tag hanging off of it. I think it's a seraphim, but I don't know what color. Maybe it's in this box. No, it is a Mystic fabric. It's a 32 count linen from Mystic's Fabrics, but it doesn't have a color name. So, put that back in there. I should probably take the Q-snap off, right? Just take the Q-snap off. You're not going to do it anytime soon. Oh my god, this Q-snap is really tight. I must have like just bought this one. Hasn't been used much or whatever. Good grief. This is supposed to be a 32 count. Oh, I just said that, didn't I? Duh. So this is, I like it. Looking at it from a distance, I don't mind the fox. Curse of the itchy nose as soon as you turn the camera on. Oops, if you put all of the stuff in there, huh? Okay, that is the end of bag number 3. All I have left is this massive tote that I see multiple Q-snaps sticking out of. Super. It is one heavy tote. Start with this one, these two. This is Alessandra Adelaide butterfly, and I am stitching this with beads. How far I am. And this is a hand dyed by Rolanda fabric. So I have to, so that is down to right here. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more on that empty wing, and then I can roll it and I'll be able to get down to the bottom. This is very cool. Very cool. It feels really cool too, since it's all beads. I don't know where I'm gonna put that pattern. This is another massive project that I started. Oh, I did print that out. Okay, cool. This is an ink circles project, and I had to piece together. I don't know why I put it on such a massive Q-snap, but this is Ink Circles Rosetta. And I decided to do this with, it's on a opal, it's on white opal linen. And I mean, these are all different. You can't, I'm not going to worry about showing you just this one page. This is my start. So I'm using Moe's Sale floss for this. And it's all these bright variegated colors. So each circle motif will be a different color. And you can see I did do a diagram. I was smart enough to print a picture out so I know which color I want where. So this will be the border and in between each motif, and then each motif will be colors. So I think this is going to be super bright and fun when it's done, and I must be doing this one stitch at a time. Yep, I'm doing this one stitch at a time. So I'm not going back and forth in the row. I do want to finish this. I think it'll be a lot of fun. That being said, it needs to come out of the Q-snap. God, this is... I don't even know how I pieced together such a massive Q-snap. It was very hard to work on that too, with my Lowry stand. So, but yeah, this is, I mean, I don't know if it'll be that big, but that's the size of the fabric. I think it is close to that. I want to say I cut it to size for this project. Yikes. I don't know where I'm going to store all these Q-snaps now, to be honest. We're going to go, I've got a little bit of wiggle room in there, so I can start pulling stuff out. This was another old magazine. Where's the actual project? Oh, right here. Okay. This was another old magazine project. And I pulled all of the floss from my stash. So I mean, there's color and cotton, there's Victorian motto, there's mostly color and cotton and Victorian motto, and I wrote out cards exactly where I was planning on putting each one. I'm torn on this one. It would be nice to do something that kind of challenges me outside of my norm. But I don't do samplers. We all know that. So do I want to keep going? there's some stuff that's over 1. Speak to the earth and it shall teach thee. I don't know. All I have so far is this start of an owl in there. I think I'm going to keep going with it for now. Oh my gosh. I got the fabric pinched in there. Another Q-snap. Did I start this going the wrong direction? No, it's just extra fabric. I don't see anything in here about what fabric this is, so. You guys are probably going to have to watch this on like 1.5 or 2 times the speed because I just realized how awful I'm dragging and doing doing all this thinking and reflecting, and it's going to be a very, very long video at this point. And it was going to be long enough already just because of my the number of whips that I have, but now it's just going to be even worse. Oh, forgot about this too. This was a Doreen Jones sale through, who was this through? Lakeside? No, what's it called? Yeah, Lakeside Needlecraft. And it was the Specialty Stitches Butterfly sale. I want to finish this. And I'm just stitching it on plain white even weave. I do want to finish this. I kind of, to some degree, wish that I had picked other colors, but that's okay. I do like the colors that it called for, so I'll deal with it. Snap. So, yep. And this is just using DMC floss. I think you can probably still get the pattern from Lakeside Needlecraft. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. This was from a few years ago though. Stephanie, Ivy House Crafter, she stitched this one as well, and I think she switched her colors, picked her own floss colors, and it turned out very nice. I need a larger project bag for this one. Oh, I have a larger project bag for it. Why don't I have 2 project bags for this? What is... Why am I like this? Why am I so disorganized? Good grief. This... I don't think this color's in it. Maybe it is. I don't know. There's scissors in here too. I don't know why I have scissors in here. Those don't belong in there. Ugh. Okay. It's in a bag. Yes, I will finish this someday. I actually have all of the... Ooh, that's a big... Ugh. Dust bunny. For some reason I have the floss in here. I need to get rid of that. This is winter quilts from 5 Seasons. 5 Seasons of Quilts. I stitched this one for my parents. This is the one I'm starting next, and I'm stitching it on 28 count Blue Sky. It's an opal, and I believe it's hand-dyed fabrics, hand-dyed from Stephanie. And I have a stain on that somehow. I don't... God, sometimes I really suck at life. So, yeah, I need to pull that out and work on it. I'd like to do all 4 of the seasons. Actually, wouldn't mind doing all 5. I have just a random plastic bag. All 5 of those for my mom. Oh, and here's the fabric. It's not Blue Sky, it's Snow Drifts, Opal Lugana. So this one called for B5200 and white. And I'm a big dummy and have both colors in here, and I don't know which is which. Oh, and there's a needle on one of them. I'm throwing the unlabeled floss out because I'm not going to be able to tell white from B5200. Stupid. It's just stupid. Just throw that out. Not worth it. This color is just getting tossed. This needle can go in here. And then floss can go in here. And the floss will all end up in floss away bags when I actually pick this back up and work on it. Alright. Do I want to finish this? Yes, I do. This is the work basket flutter buys, and I'm stitching it on a 36 count. So I'm doing 1/2, and I pulled all floss from my stash on this one. And I do not have a note card written down for it either. So I'm just going to be looking at the picture. And this is a 36 count Wren. Picture this plus. And it's another Q snap. Time is it? 3:30. I gotta leave in like 20 minutes for a dentist appointment. So I might have to do this video in a couple of parts and piece it together. Kids did not have school today, just like I did not have work. Poor Brian is the only one that had to work today or do anything. Could somebody just like remind me, quit leaving your projects on the Q-snap? That would be great. Oh look, another project on a Q-snap. Good. This was started, I know exactly which retreat I started this one at. This was at the Michigan Stitchers retreat the last year that it was in Plainwell. And this is from, kids are getting loud, they turned off the TV. Cross Stitch Crazy. I don't see which issue it is, but it's this issue, Cross Stitch Crazy. And it is, the pattern that I am doing is the Night Lights. And it, isn't that stunning? So of course, you have to stitch it on black, you know, to really, for the full effect. Which is just not great for my eyes now, but that's okay. That's okay. I do not have a ton of this done, but I love how it's looking. It's gonna be awesome. It needs a good rolling with a lint roller because of all the cat hair specialty fibers. And it needs to come off the Q-snap. I don't even want to count how many Q-snaps are down there right now. I don't. I just don't feel like knowing. This will not get abandoned. This will stay in my projects. What's up, bud?
Hi.
What you doing?
Nothing.
Why don't you guys go play downstairs or something for a little bit so Daddy can focus on work? Ow! Just stab myself with my needle. Don't stab yourself with needles. This is another one I probably do not have a picture of, but it was a start from StitchCon, and the pattern is not in English. And I'm stitching it on 32 count linen by Picture This Plus. The color is Bramble. It's going to be a very vivid, I believe it was a heart wreath, you know, floral heart wreath, if I remember correctly. It's another Q-snap. I'm wondering if I started this going the wrong direction, because this is a lot of pages printed out here for what the hell did I do? It doesn't look like there's going to be enough room at the bottom. Before I go further with it, I'm going to have to figure that out. I did math. The finished size should be 10 by 8. So I did do the math, so it should fit on there. It just seems like it's a lot of pages printed out for, I mean, I guess the pattern is pretty large, like the grid is pretty large, so. Hey guys, another Q-snap. This is a Barbara Anna. This was a 3-part series. Black Cat Hollow. Do I have a picture of all 3 parts? I don't know if I do. I do not see a picture of all 3 parts, but it's the Black Cat Hollow, which means, am I missing part 3? I guess I need to figure that out too. I'm stitching it on 28 count Lugana. The color is Cabernet. I do not know. Oh wait, who's it by? Picture this plus. I guess I need to figure out if I have all 3 parts for this one. I want to know where I got all these Q-snaps from. Like, seriously. Because I know I didn't buy this many. Well, I mean, I probably inherited some from my mom, I guess. Obviously, I didn't buy all Q-snap brand either. Like, a lot of these are the off-brand from Michaels or Hobby Lobby. I believe I started this one with Carrie too. Probably. Her and I both really enjoy Barbara Anna designs. So I probably did. I'm really good at start alongs, not so good at stitch alongs. What that was, but it sounded really loud down right underneath me. Nobody's crying, so that's a plus. This was also a start the same time I started that Night Lights, you know, Winter Solstice. I don't know what they're doing, but it is crazy loud. This is the Cricket Collection, October. I started this with Susan. I did not finish or come even close. And I dyed this fabric myself. I was very happy with that. But yeah, I don't have much of this done. I'm not going to abandon it though. I have the buttons and everything. I just need to get it done. Feel another Q-snap. Oh, yeah. This one will cost a pretty penny. I gotta do this. This is Jeanette Douglas, Blooming Bouquets number 3, Joyful. Obviously, for me, this will be a Christmas pattern. It is all poinsettias. I'm stitching it, and I did buy the silk floss for it. I'm stitching it on 36 count sampler gold from Color and Cotton. I do not have much at all. I have a corner started, but I will stitch this. Now that I've figured out the readers when I have my contacts in, I will get back to some of these smaller counts. This is such a pretty fabric for this too. I need to switch, when I organize these, I need to switch a lot of the project bags to vinyl front, and I'm probably going to sell a bunch of my project bags because I like being able to see what's in it, like with a picture. Okay, this has a lot of stuff in it. What is it? Yeah, okay. This, it's Bella. And now there's like 3 for this series, whatever. There's the sun and there's something else. And this pattern is all sorts of wrinkled now. Doing really good with storing my stuff and treating it well. That is sarcasm. I do not have much of a start on this. This is Bestitch Me 28 count opal in the color Galaxy. I ordered it for this project. I have it like on a super small Q-snap for some reason too. I started in the center at the top, and there's a lot of heavy beading at the top right away. I probably should have started it lower, and it looks like I really did not give myself much of a margin for framing. I mean, it'll be fine, but usually I do a little bit more than that. So it must be pushing it to get it on a fat quarter. And I really don't want to go out in the rain. It's just gross now. What time is it? 3:50. I gotta get going. So okay, I have 9 more project bags in here. So as soon as I get back from the dentist, we'll go through the last 9, and then I'm gonna have to start this massive organization project, and putting stuff away and finding homes for stuff. Ugh. And then everything will be great. I'll be back. I'm home with a numb cheek. Let's get through the last 9 WIPs really quick, because then I have a disaster to take care of. So, let's see where I left off. This may be an abandon. I don't know. So this is Christmas Quaker Bell Pull by Stickadine van der Weinenberg. I'm abandoning this. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Excuse my language, but I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. Like, why did I think this was something I would do? The stitch count is 136 by 576. I don't know. And on 36 count linen. I mean, this is as far as I got. It's gorgeous. It's not me. I actually like custom ordered the floss for this too, because I was using overdyes, and I was using Victorian Motto. I have like an abundance of so much. I mean, this is all Church Graveyard, same color, and then I have, these don't even look like they were the same dye lot. It wasn't. I mean, like, one of these is not the same dye lot. It's clearly darker, but all this red. Oh, there's a note in here that I clearly never read. Only had one left in die lot number 4. The other 4 are die lot number 5. Didn't even notice that before I started this damn project. That would have sucked. I'm abandoning this. I was going to use that red and green, and then all of the gold I was going to do in beads. No, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. So I'll be selling this pattern. It's a little wrinkled, still completely readable, never marked up. Yep. Abandon. Feels good. Oh look, another project in a hoop. Oh look, it's a Romy. It's a Romy kitty. What's he doing, buddy? Romy kitty was a piggy. You already ate all your dinners. This is, I started it as a WIP with my friend Jackie. I have to find the picture. It is not that one. Oh, come on. Why can't I find... It's a stocking. It's from Stony Creek. I guess there's no picture inside because it's on the freaking cover. This is the stocking I'm working on for myself. Someday it'll be done. This is summer 2018. Stony Creek. And this is all I got done. So not a huge start. Let me take this hoop off. And I'm just using all the cowled floor floss. I don't like this hoop either, so I'm not going to use it anymore. And I believe this is the called for fabric as well. Let's see if I can find the tag. 28 count vintage Stormy Nights, Lugana. And it uses all DMC and 1 Threadworks. This one I am going to try to finish for myself, especially since I've seen it finished. Jackie finished hers, God, probably like 8 years ago at this point. And I would still like to cross stitch all of us stockings, so. Ooh, I forgot about this. This is a Lennart kit. And this is mystery linen from my stash. And this is what I have. And that's from the top left. I need to get this done because it's just stunning. And there's actually another one. I don't know if there's a picture. The picture is not on the back of this, but there is another kit that came like this. And it's a lot more white. It's another owl. It must be a snowy owl. It'd be cool if I could do them both, but I'm also not gonna try probably because, like I said, mystery linen, I don't, well, I guess I wouldn't have to match them, but this is another This is not what I thought it was. This is the very first Bella Filipina that I got and started. I would still like to complete this one. I have a bunch of Bellas that I'm going to be destashing, but I would still like to complete this one. I think this is one of my favorite mermaids. This is Heiress of Atlantis, and I'm stitching it on an opal even weave. This is probably from Hand Dyed by Rolanda, and that's all I've got done. But this is awesome. I'd love to finish this one. I don't know why, but I have it in a Halloween project bag. Oh, another Q-snap. This is from a magazine. This is my working copy. I don't know where the magazine is. But I think I started, I don't know if I started, I think this was when I had the digital subscription to, yeah, it is, because this is from Zinio. So I printed this out from Zinio. So this was from Cross Stitcher, October 2019, and the pattern is called Happy Haunting. I can't show you because I don't have a picture of it. The fabric that I'm using is a linen. I believe this is from Oksana. She sells fabric on stash unloading, cross stitch only, and this is how far I had gotten. So I got this raven started. I would like to finish this one. I am contemplating, because I only have this much done, this linen is not my favorite, and it is very transparent, although it's pretty solid stitching. You probably won't see a whole lot of thread carrying. I don't know. I may end up switching the fabric and starting it over on something else. So it's a nice color though. I really like the murky look for a Halloween stitch. I think what happened, I printed this out from Zinio, but I printed it in black and white, and I think I was really struggling to read the pattern, so I started doing it from my iPad, and I'm gonna have to see if I can still print from Zinio, if I can like log into my old issues. I'm sure you can, because I'm gonna have to print it out in color. I also don't have the color key in that printout for some reason. Oh, hi, Romy. Does it come back? This definitely needs to get finished someday. This is a Joan Elliott. This is Madonna and Child. I was looking for the name. And I started in the center of this one, I think. I don't have very much. This is not the kit fabric, obviously. It is a linen. It is likely from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. But I do not know for sure because I do not see a tag anywhere in here. This is the Halloween one that I was thinking of before. Oh, look, another pair of scissors. Why do I have scissors in some of these? This is the Horrific Halloween from 2018, Stony Creek. It is a 5-part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6-part series that they did. I think this was the free pattern of the month. So I ordered it every month, got the pattern for free, bought the buttons. I have the top somewhere too. And it's stitched on Vintage Stormy Night Lugana, just like the stocking that I just showed you. And this is how far I made it on that first month. I would love to finish this one. I do like this one. So I need to pull that out. Two left. This was a gift from Christine, Stitch All the Things. She had picked it up at Goodwill. She showed it in one of her videos, and I fell in love. And she gifted it to me. She sent it to me. I was super excited. It wasn't one she picked up for herself. She just saw it at Goodwill and knew that for that price somebody would like it. So I was super excited about that. Would love to get this finished. And I don't have a huge start. I have to see which way does this go. This goes this way. I don't even know which part. I must have started in the center. I think it goes this way. It's a mystery even weave. So, and let me turn my light down. That's better. There's my start on that. Oh, it is 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana. I started this at a quilt retreat with my mom pre-COVID. So that one's been that was a long time ago. And here is my very last WIP that I am aware of. Probably will find some somewhere that I forgot about. Zipper's caught on something. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. This was from I don't have a picture of this either. I got this on Etsy. It's I don't have anything with English on it, but it's the picture, it's all done in like blues, purples, reds, oranges. It's got a lot of blended threads, half cross stitches, and it's a phoenix, like a fiery phoenix with a lamp post. It's really pretty. I stalled out on it only because with the coverage, I wasn't sure if I liked the coverage because of the half cross stitches, and I was trying to decide, and see, now I'm looking at it and some of them lay funky. I think I'm going to restart it on different fabric because I think it needs a tighter weave so that the coverage is better. Okay, so that's it for WIPs. That is my WIP parade. I'm going to clean up this disaster now, and put some stuff away, and let's count Q snaps quick, just because Q snaps and hoops, we're gonna count them all together. $22. 19 Q snaps and 3 hoops. Don't be like me. go put this all away, piece together this 3-part filming, and call it a day. And I'm not doing any editing. So I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't the smoothest video, but it's done. You got to see all the WIPs. I got to see all the WIPs, and now I get to decide what I'm going to tackle next and kind of try to organize these by priority / least amount to work on / holiday, kind of, I guess, because I wouldn't mind starting with like the Easter stuff and trying to get a couple things done before Easter. So we'll go from there. So have a good one, guys.